because Riot never fixed it. Like if they ever bring Elo back or Graves, like it will be great. It will be great. Like that's the truth. Because right now solo queue in New West is fucking terrible. It's disgusting.
Hey everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller. I'm very honored to be joined by FORG1VEN himself. How good does it feel to play in front of a crowd again?
I have never been to London before, or to England, not London, sorry, Leicester. I thoroughly enjoy it, except for the weather, but it's actually terrible. And like I heard a lot of rumors, like I mean stories about how it was or how it is per se. And like I came back, like I did Greece to Spain, and then here, and like on these two places, countries, you could actually just go for a swim in the beach. And like here, you just have to be prepared for Arctic warfare or something. Like it's straight up disgusting weather. I don't know how people actually like it. And I heard in Scotland it's worse too. I don't know. Other than that, I mean, obviously I'm not competing anymore since I stopped 1 year ago. But I think gigs like that or like stuff like that that come up for a month or whatever until I go to where I need to go are very good. Like I thoroughly enjoy it. Obviously there is some sort of like inactivity or like being rusty, which I don't actually think that it's a thing, but in general it's a really good experience and I'm happy to be back even for a small amount of time. But people should not expect that I will be back for the rest of the year, so, or the next one.
So just a little warning putting out there. That said though, we had literally 25 people before the interview come up to you and take pictures, and when you finished the game there were standing ovations and stuff. That must have felt pretty heartwarming.
I guess it's more of a legacy that I built it in the past, where like after I joined LCS in late 2013, like I was playing Challenger Series and etc. I made a name for myself when I was playing in really awful teams or like low-level teams which didn't get a lot of attention back then, or like maybe like stuff like Copenhagen, so made amazing, like were the breakthrough or rookies of the split. I don't remember exactly. Can you repeat again what I asked? I'm a bit dizzy, sorry.
Did it feel especially heartwarming to see still so many fans support you and giving you standing ovations and so?
So yeah, to complete what I said before, I think I enjoyed it. It's really good, but it's also a byproduct of what I did in the past, like from 2013, 14, 15, 16, or even before I was playing on EU West, because I was playing for a year in the Balkans, in the Greek scene, you can call it whatever. Like back then, for example, the qualifiers for LCS were hosted from ESL, not even from Riot itself. If you remember, like it's a very vivid memory that I have. So yeah, I think it's good, but it's a product of this, and I'm really happy that people still acknowledge me as one of the best, if not the best. I mean, I know a lot of European guys will always, not a lot, all of them will live in my shadow, because even if I never won a percent LCS title, or even if I per se went to Worlds, which is my greatest achievement, only the fact that I helped the league becoming more of a, like having a bigger demand for skill from my presence in the game, or making people becoming better, forcing them to play better. Like we'll land into a specific like landscape or situation where if you can't play against me, or if you don't do what I do, at least that was in the past, you're done. You can't play. You're just not incompatible, incompetent. So yeah, I enjoy it.
Very nice. Now you definitely have left quite the legacy. You posted a meme a few weeks ago of like you being Splicer and then the little turtles going up Sven and Hansama and stuff. Yeah, have you enjoyed the EU ADC landscape growing up and being a lot better than you when you were playing?
I think there is like the new blood that played in the split. It's certainly very good players like Mini Trubak, Subset. Like I don't remember anyone. Like just because I won't mention name doesn't mean that I don't consider them good or bad or whatever. I think it's a really good thing. Like these players certainly show that they're really good, and they can stand their ground, and they are individually good players, and they look to compete more or like improve more. But there is also the thing that Riot has made the game, at least from my feeling or what I have seen through all these years that I have competed, played, viewed, spectated. It has made the game more towards a team game, more towards like play as 5, communicate as 5. There is no individual presence, there is no individual like showcase. Like occasionally you will get your highlights per se, you know, but I guess it's more like of a joint force. Like that, okay, the players have become better because they had to play up to a specific standard that was higher. Because back then, if you remember, at 2013 or 14, who were considered the best AD carries? Creaton, Genja, Yellow Pit, and then, like, etc. Like these guys would go to foreign tournaments and they would get like destroyed, and it wasn't even funny. And so now I think these players can certainly compete to the highest level, but you also have to understand but it's also mostly to Riot Games making the game more of a team game, because if it was like it was, then like Korea would just win every tournament that existed in the world. So now they just try to make it a bit closer, so maybe we can have some upsets, like for example the Misfits against SKT,
Right.
etc., etc. You can get the point.
Are you excited for Fnatic versus Kingzone at MSI?
I mean, certainly they have chances, but I never had expectations for any team that is from West doing anything. I mean, in general, like in a world setting tournament, the higher you can get is top 4, because there will always be 3 Korean teams, and unfortunately there are not many or at all players in Europe or West or America that can compete and can actually even form a good team, a good core. Like you will occasionally have like bad teams that have good teams that have bad individual players, so they'll get outplayed, like they'll just get outshined, or you will have like a team that is being separated into 5 different entities, and they will occasionally win a game or like more, but up until a point they will meet a team.
Okay.
And it's over.
Yeah, makes sense. What do you think of Rekkles though? Because in the past you had some banter in between you and Rekkles and stuff, and you've been critical of him, but now he's really stepped it up, getting MVP and the finals and everything.
I wasn't the only one that was critical of him. I just hit the balls, and I was maybe one of a few personalities back then in terms of like speaking their mind, like even by being toxic or by being not toxic, or I just was me. Like that's the truth. Certainly the last year and a half, maybe the last year, like I don't remember exactly because I'm not watching ICS thoroughly. I know he made big steps, but that was more because I mean I have always seen it in him that he's a good player, he could be one of the best, but he was always first, he had a mental block kinda, not only against me but a lot of people, and also he had the luck but also the unlucky part that he joined a very good team instantly if we put aside the elements that he didn't make any difference at all. I mean, back then the game was individual based and he wasn't individual at all. So I think it's mostly him that he just wanted to take out the cap or the shadow of like, okay, I played with great teams, with great players, so the only thing I had to do is pick an FK from lane, lose 50, 100 CS in lane, then wait for my team to scale. I will scale through them too because I will be ahead because they're better players, because they're a better team, and then I will get my chance. That's what he always did all these years. Like that's why most European teams never did anything like in terms of impact, it's in terms of like, okay, they played against this good team from Korea and they gave them a good shot, except Misfits, because what I mean is they were just never good enough. They just didn't hit it. They just couldn't do it. They just couldn't. They were really bad. They had really big egos. They had no idea of macro game, of micro game, literally any aspect of the game. The only thing that they did is go to a PC scrim from 3 to 10, play a game after the other. It's over. That's it. Like now, I think there is more to it. But I think Rekkles just took a good decision to step away from this thing that he had in the past. That's all. I'm a good individual. I'm not part of good teams. That's all.
Fair. Especially of the young ADCs, I know Hansama is technically not a rookie anymore, but we'll count him with the young ADCs. Upset, mini Trupax, especially the Upset has kind of been described as like a mini Forgiveness, a young Forgiveness. So, what are your personal opinions on Upset specifically?
I think he's really good. Like I heard the story. Like I don't know if it is factual or if it's true that back then, like when Dynamic Q existed, like he had other names. Like he was name changing to EU West into multiple names, like OLSQ version 1, Forgiven version 1, Double Lift, or I don't remember which else. And like he was just changing names over and over. And he was Kalista one trick pony. And I remember him because he was actually really good. Like really good in terms of like you could see it, but he wasn't then good. But he could be. I think he's really good. I just think that he needs a good team as anyone else. He also has to understand that if you can do more as an individual, then just don't even bother with anyone else. That's pretty much the truth. If you want to be viewed as a great player, a great personality, all the things you have to do is play the game as best as you can. Don't open your mouth. Pretty much the truth. Or if you do have tact, be good in PR, be noble, like I don't know the English word, maybe that can translate someone. But just like that's how Riot and other players throughout the years transformed the game. Like you could express yourself, maybe you could insult someone, maybe you could go through him, like hurt his feelings, but you don't win games with feelings. Okay, obviously you need to have a good environment, you need to have a good atmosphere, you need to have teammates that like each other, but historically there have been teams, but this wasn't even the case at all. This just wasn't even the case at all. So just be a good player, be a good person, don't speak.
Okay.
That's it.
Good advice. One very last question. So you've already announced that you will be going to military service. You will miss out summer and spring next year, most likely. That said, summer 2019, can we potentially expect a return of FORG1VEN in the ELCS?
I mean, I have always been inactive since 2016, where I just wanted to continue my life where I left it, in my home country, and also Europe wasn't even appealing to me anymore. Like even when we went at Worlds, like I just remember vividly, like where I greeted everyone before I left from Korea from America to Greece back, and I was like, we are just not gonna meet again. Like I mean, I was already determined what I was gonna do. Like I had other stuff that I did there. Obviously, I didn't went to the army. Like when I got the original. Not conscription, how it's called. The original, like, you can do what you do, but you have to do it in the future. Like, I was 18 when I got my first per se. I don't know Rekkles word. Like, I'm sorry.
You don't have to go.
My permitment, yeah, exactly. And now I'm reaching 26. I was born in 1992. So and you have to go until 28. And I also don't want. I want to go. Like it's not a case that I don't want to go at all. Like I will do what everyone else did in my country. I will like it's just how it is. I'm not special. I'm not just because I'm an LSS player or I was an LSS player or the best guy in the region. Like doesn't mean anything. Like there is more to the life than just opening a PC, sitting and playing League. That's the truth. We all like to do it, but that's the truth.
So, return open to it?
If I'm good enough, if I wanna play like right now, even if I play for FORG1VEN, like I immediately told them when the tournament started that I will play solo queue if my duo queue, if my support plays. Like I can play with him, like I don't mind. I like Jesse, he's a good player. But if he doesn't play or if I'm not in a mood for various reasons, I will not be forced in any way to play solo queue. I never, like after 2016, I just was severely burnt out in like an unimaginable way. And I was CBA anymore, like with this, because Riot never fixed it. Like if they ever bring Elo back or Graves, like it will be great. It will be great. Like that's the truth. Because right now solo queue in your waste is fucking terrible. It's disgusting. Like, and I say that while I was being ranked 1 multiple years, and now I have one of the best win ratios while I don't play games at all. You know, like there are these people that like are in Challenger Master with 1,000 games and they're like 50% win ratio, which means that you are fucking bad. No matter where you are. So we will see about 2020, not 19. Like depends how much time I'm gonna do. Like there is an option that I'm gonna do 9 or 14. I prefer 14 because it's like semi-professional. I don't want to just go, you know. So we will see. But if I'm good enough, if I want to, and if there are offers, and if Europe actually becomes better, which I hope to with the franchise, I will be open to it. But right now, how it is, I just CBA. I just sit in Greece. Have my life, have my girlfriend, my family, my dogs, my cats, my friends, casting Greek tournaments, like League of Legends Greek Championship or whatever it is. Like I mean, I just CBA with like try harding my life, becoming one of the best, if not the best again. So this will go down because someone just didn't want to play Game 4 in 2016 in semi-finals because he just got out-pressured, out-jungled, I don't know, whatever, but I just really don't want to go through this again. It traumatized me personally. So I just don't want to.
All right. I think that was a very in-depth answer. Thank you very much for the interview. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. This was FORG1VEN, and Darius from the Shotcaller. Hope you had a good day. See you then. Hey everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller, and I hope you just enjoyed that video. This is a generic end card, of course, so make sure to click here for a different interview, or here for a different interview, or about here to subscribe to the Shotcaller. We very much appreciate your support, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.